Hey Taurus, welcome to your weekly forecast for August 17th through the 23rd. We're going to see what's happening in the week ahead for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising with this lovely mermaid deck here, our mermaid theme for the summer. And we're going to pull a mermaid oracle card for you all from this deck here. So without further ado, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, we're going to shuffle a few times here. We're going to pick your cards. And we're going to see what messages are coming up for you for August 17th through the 23rd. Keep in mind that whenever you fall upon this video, even if it's outside of the time frame I'm setting the intention for, Spirit has brought you to this video for a reason. So there's going to be messages for you whenever you discover it, okay? So let's see what's going on for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. August 27th through the 23rd. One more shuffle here. There we are. There we go. Let's do this. Nothing to it but to do it. Your first card here, my dears, is the Wheel of Fortune. And so it's listed here as Destiny. Okay. This is a major arcana card. And when the major arcana cards come up, we're at a really significant crossroads. We're coming up on a new chapter in our life that's directly linked to what we came here to learn, what we came here to experience, what we came here to accomplish. Okay? So it's very powerful energy when we have the major arcana cards. And it's a time that's going to last for a while. Even though I'm doing this reading for like a 7-day period, you're going to have this wheel energy around you for a while, for several months. And so this is about moving forward. When the wheel card comes up, the Wheel of Fortune, it's a time of moving forward and breaking out of karmic cycles. It's going into the next thing. You've done what needed to be done. You've gotten unstuck here. And now it's time to move forward. So some of you, Taurus, might be coming out of a long period of stagnation where it felt like nothing changed and it was just the same thing all the time and you couldn't break out of it. Well, the wheel is saying you're breaking out of it. You're breaking out of it and you're moving ahead. And what usually ends up happening with the wheel energy is once it starts moving ahead, it moves very, very quickly. So there might be a lot of really fast developments, really quick changes coming your way and, moving in the direction that you're meant to go. Your next card here is another major arcana card. And I have to tell you guys, Taurus, you have some very positive energy right out the gate here for your reading. I mean, these are very positive major arcana cards. Your next card here is the Sun. And the Sun here says happiness. The Sun card is definitely a card of happiness. And we can even go further and say this indicates playfulness, success, freedom, travel, abundance. It's also a card that is associated with true love and true love relationships, children. Now, those of you that watch my readings, you know that in the weekly forecasts, I focus on things outside of love because I do a monthly love reading and I like to take the weekly forecasts and focus on everything else, like all the other ways that the cards apply. But this is a major arcana card here of just all good things in your life, happiness all around here. The Sun card can also indicate that some truth is being brought to light or some truth is being revealed. Right? So maybe some of you have been having a hard time making a decision because you needed more information or you needed more facts or you were waiting for things to pan out so that you would maybe be able to make a decision based on, okay, well, if this is meant to be, it'll work out in this way. If it's not, it won't. So there could be some truths being revealed or some processes moving forward. And then so it's becoming clear to you what the right direction for you is going to be moving forward. The Sun card, as I'm looking at this card, I'm feeling a sense of confidence. Like I feel a lot of you have this boost of confidence or you're able to move forward with this decision because you feel in your heart and you feel in your gut it's the right thing to do, like the door open and you're walking through it. That's the feeling and the sensation I'm getting here as I'm looking at the Sun card for you. Your next card here, Taurus. Oh my gosh, I don't believe this. This is insane, Taurus. You're going through some massive changes. Woo-wee. Your next card here is the Chariot. All right, so massive, massive changes because you've got major arcana after major arcana back to back, back to back. This definitely is going to be changes and shifts in energy this week that are going to be manifesting for you for like weeks to come, months to come. So this is a very transformative week. You might not even realize it. Like it may seem like for some of you as you go into the week, it may seem like a very calm, uneventful week, but there's shifts of energy happening within yourself. There are chakras that are getting unblocked. There are things happening behind the scenes that you're not aware of, to where things are aligning and lining up for really big changes. Really, really big changes. The Chariot card also here, it says movement here as the keyword. So we did have the movement from the wheel and moving forward. I will draw your attention to the fact that you have something here with movement with the wheel. You've got a wheel and then you've got a chariot. So there could be something significant happening for some of you in terms of transportation. There could be some kind of miracle. If you've been really stressed about your transportation, or if you have had goals involving your transportation, there could be something very lucky that you're manifesting here. Okay? It could be that you didn't think it was going to be possible, and in some way the universe is opening the door and making it possible for you to align or secure some form of transportation or have repairs made to transportation. But overall, it is movement and moving forward. So the Chariot, and you guys, maybe some of you have heard me say this before, the Chariot for me is a card that always makes me think of the quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson when he said, once we make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. So you're making up your mind this week, Taurus. You've been kind of conflicted about decisions and you haven't been sure what you want to do, but you're making up your mind this week. And once you make up your mind, things are moving forward very quickly. Things are falling into line and moving very quickly. And your angels and guides are helping you make this happen. Your angels and guides are helping you, see your dream or your hope or your ideas realized here. Okay? Now this is really interesting because as I'm looking at this card, and this chariot is this shell, like this merman here is sitting in this orange shell, but for some reason it looks to me like a pumpkin. So I feel that for some of you, like end of October in through maybe like mid-November is when this idea or this thing that you're working towards is going to finalize or materialize. For those of you where you're wanting to make a change in terms of like physically moving somewhere, whether it's moving to a new job or moving to a new place to live, I feel that's happening for some of you end of October to like mid-November. Okay? Or whatever the advancement is that whatever your prize is, like you've got your eyes on the prize, and the prize is going to be different for different ones of you because you all have different goals, you have different priorities. But I feel whatever your priority is, whatever it is you're hoping to accomplish, I feel like it's happening for you, like I said, end of October into like mid-November. That's the vibe I'm feeling there with that. The next card you have here, my darlings, is the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is here listed as opportunity, right? An opportunity coming your way. Page of Pentacles for me, in addition to opportunity, gives me the sense or the feeling that you're focusing your time and your energy in a new endeavor, in a new direction. And you're investing in things that are going to be worthwhile for you. Right? So you're approaching your decisions in a way, Taurus, where you're thinking about the long term. Like in the long term, what's going to pay off for me? In the long term, what's going to bring the most profit or the most security? In the long term, what is going to be something that's going to bring, allow me to focus on my health and well-being and stability and spiritual connection. You're thinking about the long term. So Taurus, I feel some of you maybe are even healing something in the coming weeks around impulse control. Some of you may have had issues with impulse control, where maybe you were self-medicating, or if you wanted something, it was very hard to discipline yourself and say no. It could be even shopping for some of you. You see something you really want, it's hard for you to resist and say no, but you're focusing on the long term. You're focusing on the long term instead of the instant gratification, instead of the, what feels good right now or what you want right now. You're setting yourself up for future success by asking yourself, in the long run, what's going to be best? In the long run, what do I want? And before you know it, time flies and you're there and you have the things that you hoped for and you have the future that you hoped for. So there's a lot of balanced energy coming in this way for many of you Taurus this week. A lot of you might even be getting more educated on how to handle money, because like you feel and you sense that abundance is coming in and maybe nobody ever taught you about money. And so you're learning. You might be looking at like YouTube videos, and you might be picking up books, and you might even be thinking about going and seeing a financial advisor. But you're definitely in this energy of where you're learning about money. There's a book that somebody recommended to me that really kind of helps break down understanding money in like a very easy way, and it's a very quick and easy read. So I'll put a link to that book in the description of the video, and it might be helpful for some of you if you want to check it out on Amazon. But definitely, you guys, I feel like you're getting very focused and really finding a way to make your resources, your assets, the money that you have, go as far for you as possible. And not just go as far for you as possible, but you're figuring out ways of multiplying it, growing it, making it even more. So that being said, my dears, we're going to check out your oracle card for the week. And keep in mind, guys, as I always say, these are general readings. So there might be parts that resonate. In some weeks, maybe it doesn't resonate that much. But when you watch your moon sign and rising sign, it's going to add extra information. And, it might resonate for you more sometimes with your moon or rising. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to click on the Calendly link in the description of the video, you can schedule a private reading with me there. So your mermaid oracle message for the week is sacrifice. It says there are those worth making, there are those that will destroy you, right? And we have 11 here, the number of manifesting. So we were just talking about how you're getting smarter. You're getting smarter about what you're doing with your resources. You're getting smarter about what you want. You're getting very clear about, some of these things that you're doing that you don't even realize that you're sacrificing, but you've been sacrificing. And you're learning to put yourself first, and you're learning to take care of yourself in that way. Take care of what you need. And so some of you Taurus, it could even be that you're having to tell people no. You're having to tell people no, or learning to tell people no, and coming into this energy of being able to invest in yourself, like focus on yourself, put your time into you, put your money into you. Some of you maybe are breaking out of a cycle or a pattern where you've like way too much been the caregiver, or you've way too much like put your needs aside to take care of everybody else and lift everybody else up, but you're learning how to invest in yourself. You're learning how to invest in yourself and to get into the energy of, allowing yourself to flourish and to grow, to nourish and nurture yourself and your dreams and your hopes and your progress in that way. Okay? So you're getting smarter about the sacrifices that you're making, right? And I do feel with this card also, the vibe here about how I was saying, like the long term versus the short term. The things that maybe before you felt like you were punishing yourself or depriving yourself, and so it was very difficult for you to maybe in the past regulate that. Now you're coming into the energy of realizing that, hey, you know what? This isn't necessarily a sacrifice. I'm not necessarily sacrificing or depriving or punishing myself. I'm investing in myself. So it's making it easier for you to have that control or to have that willpower. Okay? So that's the feeling and the vibe I'm getting there for you guys, Taurus. Now, I do want to remind you, for those of you who don't know, every single day, like if you're looking for more messages, if you like the monthly love readings and you like the weekly forecasts, but you would love something on the daily, every single day on Instagram and Facebook, I post a card of the day. I post a cool little pick a card reading later on in the day. So that's been helpful to a lot of people. A lot of people have been enjoying that. And every month, towards the end of the month, I pick one winner from Instagram and one winner from Facebook, from the likes and the comments on the various posts. And one person wins a free 30-minute reading with me, and the other person wins whatever the giveaway is for the month. So if you want to check out and see what the giveaway is for August, you can definitely check out my social media. It's a piece that was done by Mixed Media Girl, and when I saw it, it immediately made me think of Archangel Uriel, and I fell in love with it, and something told me, you need to gift that. You need to get that, and you need to gift it to somebody. So that's what I felt moved to do, and that's why I got these very controversial nails, because yellow and orange are the colors of Archangel Uriel. And when I saw that piece by Mixed Media Girl, it immediately made me think of Archangel Uriel. So I was feeling that Uriel vibe. And I want to say thank you to Rapid Luxury Nails for making these nails, because I like them and they make me think of Uriel. And she was super cool and super nice. And she sent me these really cool shades that are like a really cool light blue color. She's got a bunch of different colors. So I want to say thank you to her for sending me that. She didn't have to do that. And even if you don't send me nails and sunglasses, guys, I still love you. I love every single one of you. I appreciate you for watching. I appreciate you for receiving the messages. I appreciate you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. I thank you for being here. I really, really do. Again, my dears, check out your channeled angel messages for August if you haven't already. Check out your love messages if you haven't already. Those are linked in the description. And I cannot thank you enough for being here. Wishing you the very best. Take care, Taurus.